Hello, guys. It's TrafficStars, and today we're welcoming Charis. Hi, Charis, the co-owner and CEO of Nexi Group and the organizer of Icon Island Conference. I'm really happy to see you today in our studio. Actually, you're our very first guest in this interview series, to be honest. So thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much for the invitation. It's a great idea that you are starting this channel, and I'm honored to be the first guest.
So let's talk about your start in affiliate marketing first. What motivated you to start your career in affiliate marketing, and when was it?
Okay, actually it was by luck, let's say. I was studying e-business and I was searching for jobs when I was studying in the UK. And then Viber appeared in my LinkedIn and that they were hiring. So I started with Fularo Holdings. That they used to have Viber and I Leave It. So I went there to the team many years ago. And somehow this is how my career started. I mean, it was I Leave It and iMesh. There were some products that you could download videos and music. And back then it was, mainly with pops. You could buy a lot of pop traffic. And it was amazing to see the results and how the users get engaged. So then I got more into it. And then when we finished my career there with the team of Fularo, my business partner today, he suggested the crazy idea about the Nexi Group and was in the online dating field. So I said, why not? I was still very young and I said, okay, let's take this risk. And then we started into the dating industry. And of course, when you are on the advertiser side, so you have online products, either this is online dating or iGaming or whatever, you always get in touch with the affiliation because it's one of the classic ways to get traffic to your product. So it's been there for many years. It will continue. And of course, it changes its forms. But this is how my career and love started with affiliation.
I know that you're an expert in dating vertical, and under Nexi Group, you also run Red Walking. So can you please tell us, how did you start Red Walking? Can you tell me more a little bit about this company?
We're operating in the dating industry. We have a lot of dating products, niche products in various geos, mainly Europe and USA. Of course, Red Walking is our part of our company that was focusing mainly on media buying. So we used to have 11 that is for affiliations, so for revenue share partners and mainly sending traffic on a revenue share basis. And then we created Red Walking because we saw that many affiliates, they were moving away from the revenue share deals and they wanted something more fast, like single opt-ins and pay-per-performance. So we created Red Walking, that we buy traffic from the various sources and networks on a performance basis.
Since you've been working with dating offers for a long time, how can you say what makes your dating offers stand out among others?
Yeah, I mean, competition is really high, but I feel like one of the difference of our products is the technology that we're using that we created. So we have a motto in our company that we don't outsource things and we try to do it on our own. Of course, it's difficult. It takes a lot of resources. It takes a lot of time, a lot of failures, a lot of money. But if you get it right, that's something really important and gives you a competitive edge. So I feel like our product is a solid, very good performing product. And because we know what the affiliates want and what the traffic sources want. So we build up something that it's attractive, is sustainable, and people want to promote our offers. So I think the difference in our product is the technology we are using that gives this competitive advantage. But at the same time, it's our approach, our people's approach that we try to. We're not a very big team. We are 60 people. So we are trying to have a more personalization with every source. So this makes it more interesting for everyone. So we build up good relations. We're always honest with our affiliates. We're always very transparent. And everyone is excited to work with us, which plays a role, So I think these are the two main things that make our product different.
Yeah, so personalized approach, your personal approach, I see. What about ad formats? What ad formats and traffic sources do you find the most effective?
Yeah, I think for dating, a lot of the things that are around, they're working. I think it's the funnel at the end of the day that you are going to use. So this is what I always say to the media buyers and the affiliate managers is that if it's a traffic source there and if there is a traffic, then you need to find the way to convert it. So it can be banners, it can be push notification, it can be pre-roll, it can be pops, native ads, everything can confirm, everything can convert. The whole thing is that you need to use the right, you need to understand the traffic source, you need to understand the audience that exists in that traffic source, and then you need with your pre-landers and landing pages to create a nice funnel that has a nice click-through rate, nice conversion on the landing pages, and so on. It's in simple words, it's like the emails. If you have a huge list of emails, let's say, and you just send the email with a wrong subject or a bad subject, nobody will open the email. Those that they will open the email, if the content of the email is not attractive, is not nice, is not engaging, they will exit. They will not make the click on the CTA to land at your product. So I think it's the funnel 100%. So everything can convert, everything works, but you need that funnel. And one also very important thing at least for the dating industry, we work a lot with API traffic. So it's more direct flow to our products. But everything works. So if anyone wants to send us traffic, they're more than welcome. We can convert everything.
Data vertical evolves all the time, right? So how do you stay ahead of all those changing trends?
Positive or negative trends? I mean,
both.
Like all online industries and high-risk industries, there are a lot of changes. If I say things that they make our life more difficult and we need to adapt, is like Visa, MasterCard regulations are becoming more strict. Then some countries are looking into the age verification, which is very important. And we need to protect the users, and we need to protect minors, especially, not to get access to such products. It's very important for everyone, I think. And then you have, of course, in the EU, in the previous years, it was a lot of topics around the GDPR, because, when you have a dating product, you have a lot of information from the users, a lot of sensitive information. So you need to be sure that you don't have any leak or you don't have any data breach. And we put a lot of attention in the security of the data of the users. So these challenges, every year they are making it more difficult to operate, but my opinion is that this is a very good pressure from the environment. What I mean, first of all, it's very good for the user because the users are more protected, and then they avoid products that they can be very aggressive and take advantage of them. So it cleans up a bit the industry, let's say. So these regulations, I feel like it makes things better for the user, and at the same time for the competition. I mean, if you have a long-term plan and you want to be clean and you want to you look the future in a different way, vs short-term profits and being very aggressive, these environmental changes affect the market share in every industry. Now we're talking a lot of techie, but it doesn't sound a lot of fun. But the other thing that now is very trending in not only our industry, in every industry, is the AI, obviously, the artificial intelligence. And again, it's you need to somehow definitely look at it. You need to adapt on it. You need to stay ahead of the game, because if you ignore it, your competition can utilize it better than you. And then especially the AI can help a lot to reduce your cost.
So you mentioned AI, right? That is becoming more and more popular right now. What do you think about that? Like, what's your opinion on AI dating especially?
I think it's, on the one hand, is dangerous. On the other hand, if you utilize it on the right parts of your, let's say, of your services you're offering, it can be good. For example, you could create an AI profile. So when the user enters the dating site, can interact with AI profile. So this is one thing that has a lot of, as I mentioned before, legal aspects that you need to look at, and affects the terms and conditions and so on. And then you can use technology as well, something that we're looking for. For example, we have a lot of customer support tickets that users are sending questions. It can be simple questions from how I can delete my profile to how I can top up my account and I want to buy a bigger package or make me a special price, to why this girl is not answering me and I'm in love with her, you know? In some simple questions, today our customer support team has, you know, of course we have the frequent asked questions for the users, but then when the ticket lands to our account managers or from the customer support, we have, you know, if it's a simple question, pre-selected answers that we adjust a bit in order to make the life easier for the customer support and respond faster. Of course, with the AI, this could be, you know, maybe fix 70% of the support tickets with valid answers to the users. So this could be a safe place to utilize AI. You can use AI for marketing purposes, forecasting for you. You can use AI for the profiles. You can use AI everywhere. But I think every company, based on their needs, they decide how to utilize it. Definitely everyone will use it, which they are already doing, actually. And it's, for me, AI is not something new. It's not like trend. AI exists for many years. It's been there. It just became very trending and more successful, and it reaches the mainstream audience, and that's why people are paying more attention to it. It's not something new. It's like something that is 5-10 years.
But AI dating, for example, I think it's a new thing. Like relatively new.
Yeah, if you move into that niche, AI girlfriends, let's say, it's a different product from dating. It's totally different product. I mean, because when you label your product like AI dating, then the user knows that I'm going to chat with an AI girl, which is very cool, you know. And then you go and check the product and you see the pictures and you cannot believe that it's from AI, it looks realistic. And then you can chat with the AI as well. Okay, you could buy 1, 2 packages, 3 packages. The lifetime value of the user cannot be compared with the value of a user that is interacting with real profiles or virtual profiles. So still is there. It's another niche, but cannot be compared with the dating itself.
What about geographical locations? What geographical locations would you recommend focus on?
Dating is always big in USA. They love it. It's number one, of course, of the population as well. So US is the biggest market, and of course, then Europe. Europe is very strong in dating as well. Actually, all countries, even, but every country has different cultural background, and you see the reactions of the users acting differently from every geo. So let's say the Nordics, they're acting differently from South Europe, let's say like Greeks or Italians, etc. So we see different trends, but again, you need to adapt. What we said before about the funnel, what we said about you need to adapt with all the geolocations and what you offer to those countries.
What about Asia?
Asia is very interesting. We didn't touch it a lot, to be honest. We never tested because it's totally different. So we made our product focusing on USA and Europe. And Asia have totally different culture and point of view. We try a bit Japan, to be honest. And we could see conversions, but you could see at the same time that you need to adjust. And then, of course, you need to translate your website. And then the Asian people, let's say, if we take the strong markets like Japan or Singapore, they have different, the users are in different websites than the websites that the European or the American is at. So it's interesting. There is a lot of traffic there. I think it's a market that is not so much explored. And also in the Asia market, they have their own niche products, those trending mini products, dating products that they use between them. So it's a very strange market. And I can see that in the trends when USA is big enough for everyone and Europe is big enough for everyone, why you should spend your time in trying to do a new market when you already have enough to get from European and USA. So I can say that for the advertiser's point of view, those geos are Europe and USA are very good. There are a lot of affiliates there. There are a lot of people focusing anyway on those. So it's much easier to operate. If you move to Asia, different game, different affiliates. Of course, you can always go and buy traffic from TrafficStars, let's say, in those geos. But then you see you need to adjust your funnels, you need to adjust your landing page, you need to adjust your product. And when it's enough in Europe and USA, why to do it? So maybe I should do it actually. I should focus more because maybe nobody does it.
So it's just not explored as much in your opinion. Okay, and our last question about dating offers. Okay. What advice would you give to affiliates who are just starting in this field?
What I said before, less is more. That's for sure. New affiliates that they're starting, everyone needs to be patient and try and test the products and understand the products. I mean, you see many times affiliates like, they tell you, do you have a German offer? Yes, okay, they take it, they start running. They don't even log in to see the product, to understand the product. So I think they are very harsh sometimes to test things and run things. And I believe they need to be more patient. They need to pay more attention to the details, to pay more attention to the quality. If you are especially new in the field. Now the experienced ones, as I said, less is more. And then we also see differentiation in the age groups. It's very important for the dating, the age groups. So let's say the 18-24 age group is not performing the same with the other age groups. And also the 18-24, they are expecting something different from the dating sites. If I can say in simple words, a 20 years old guy or girl, they just want to meet with someone and date. A 55 years old guy, he just want a companion, someone to talk to when he goes home. So it's different expectations, different generations of people. So there are big differences in the performance. And then if you're an affiliate and you're trying to send traffic, of course, there are sources that you can target the age groups like Google or Facebook, if you do black hat on Facebook, because Facebook doesn't allow you. By the way, a big trend that will be in your previous question that you need to adapt, Google is changing their rules and affecting a lot of our industry, which we can talk in a while. But there are sources that you can target the age group, and then there are sources you cannot target the age group. So it's important for us in the dating vertical that we take the users in the age group that we prefer. Of course, you cannot skip the 18-24. This will be your future clients. So actually, you cannot neglect it. You need to adapt your product to support those age groups as well. Because if you neglect it, at some point, these will be the users that they will enter the next age groups. And then your product will become outdated. So you cannot ignore it. You need to adapt your product to them. But for the affiliates advice is that less is more, focus on the quality, focus on the product, understand the product, talk with your account manager to understand the real needs, try to send good quality traffic based on the data that the account manager provides you. And then I think it will work. And for Google that I mentioned, that it's a very important update actually in March is going to be implemented. Google decided that review sites, which is one of the best traffic sources, they will not be allowed anymore in Google. So review sites were always one of the best converting sources for the dating, and I guess for many verticals. And Google decided that they are not allow them, and the review sites usually they buy traffic from Google. So not anymore they will be able to do it. And then direct advertisers like us, you need to get the certification, which again, if you see the rules that they put in place to get the certification, is clearly protecting the user again. So they want to protect the users, which is good, if you ask my opinion. So it will be more difficult. We see it as opportunity, because if we get the certificate, then more market share for us, more available, good quality traffic for us. So this is another environmental change that is happening.
Yeah, but how it's gonna affect our industry in a negative way, in your opinion?
In a negative way, many advertisers that they were relying their marketing mixture from Google, or direct buying from Google, or Google affiliates, or review sites, of course, they will lose a lot of traffic. So this will affect their business, I guess. But I'm sure everyone will adapt. So in a short-term period of time, it will be a big traffic source will be reduced for all the advertisers. And those that they rely mainly on Google, they will have some issues until they adapt and they recover. Some may not recover, but I wish for everyone, because as you know, in the dating industry, we're all brothers as well. I wish everyone to recover, because Google is one of the best sources for dating, and we all need to adapt and make it happen. So negatively, I believe it will affect, but at the same time, I see it, as I said, as an opportunity.
Anyways, like we're gonna adapt to it, since everything's changing.
Do you want subscription on dating? We can give you a free subscription.
So now let's talk about your partnership with TrafficStars. So tell us, how did you decide to start working with us?
TrafficStars is one of the biggest players in our industry, obviously. with great inventory and unlimited amount of traffic. And thank you for that. So definitely TrafficStars, it was always, it's a good source for many verticals, and not only dating or adult, also for iGaming and for other verticals as well. But I feel like it's a very good source. What we love about was the platform and the user interface and how easy it is to go set up a campaign and test things. And the quality is always there. We recognize that you also filter some traffic in order to avoid bots and fraud, which is highly appreciated. So this is important to know that you are putting efforts there to have as clean as possible the traffic that the advertisers are buying. But I think most importantly, again, one common thing that Nexi Group has with TrafficStars is that personalization. When you talk to the account managers there, they really care. They don't want to just sell you and get, another credit of 10,000 euros in one account. They really care, and they try to find ways how to help you succeed. And there was a period as well that I remember that the team from TrafficStars, they were doing some media buys for us in order to improve the funnel and give us suggestions. This, you rarely find it. And this is how you create good customers, good relations, and people are willing to invest more money to make it happen. So yeah, this is how we started with TrafficStars.
It's nice to hear. Thank you so much for your positive feedback about our company.
I don't remember the team is saying one was Jolly Jockey, something
Jolly
like that.
Jedi.
Jolly Jedi, yeah, the 100% this.
How do you see future collaboration with TrafficStars?
Definitely, we want to expand in our collaboration in terms of buying traffic and selling some of our traffic, because we, as a dating product, we have an inventory that we sell traffic as well. So definitely, this is the obvious things. TrafficStars is supporting us from the first day at ICON, at Island Conference, which we are really thankful. And again, this is because of the vision. They understand our vision and what we want to achieve. And they were next to us from the day zero, from the moment that we presented them the idea of ICON. They were there next to us. And we are moving ahead together.
Tell us, how did you decide to start hosting conferences? What inspired you to do that?
First of all, I brought you some nice presents from Icon.
Really?
Yeah. So let me...
wow. Thank you so much.
Okay, I will let you unbox the island.
Cool. Yeah.
So it's one T-shirt.
So cool.
Let's see, I will check now. That's the present that we sent to various partners if you can open it, you'll see it's a JBL branded, and we send it to various partners of ours. We have a Spotify channel with Icon Vibes that we put the music that we like and represents icons.
Wow, that's so cool. Thank you so much. That's the first.
There are a few more. Yeah, these are the other two tote bags. Yeah. There are more. That's our chili. It's branded for Nexis, branded Nexi Group, this one. And this one is for you 100%.
So nice. Awesome.
Thank you, girls from the HR, for helping me in doing the present. What inspired me, actually, I was traveling around the world at the first years of Nexi Group when we started promoting our dating offers. We traveled all the world in various conferences. At the beginning, I was so in love traveling around and going to the conferences. For me, it was very inspiring looking of what is happening. And because I have the background of the events, I could understand how much effort and budget and work you need to do. And I was appreciating, actually, what I was seeing. year by year becomes normal in your eyes. So I still go to most of the conferences, but I was not getting that excitement vibe. And then I said, okay, since I have the background, since we are very well connected because of our industry, and as an exhibitor or as an attendee, I know what I'm looking for. And then we have the infrastructure here in Cyprus as well. And here in Cyprus, there are so many companies in the industry. So we said, let's do it and let's do something different. Let's put our own personal touch. And this is how we got inspired to do Icon, and for many other reasons. But the main thing is that we wanted to differentiate and do something totally different for the experience of the users. We wanted to increase the quality of every person that is attending to the conference. We wanted to increase their quality of experience. We have a model, we take care of everything. So from the moment you land in Cyprus, we take care of everything. Since it's our island and we know it very well. And at the same time, we're focusing a lot on the networking aspect, because every company, every team that invests money to go to exhibit, they are expecting to see some good results. And you see the trend that everyone, and again, the less is more. You see the trend that many conferences say, we're going to have 10,000 people or 15 or 50,000 people. You know, it's not about the amount of people that are coming. It's about, and when it's so many people, you can really connect, and you will experience it as well, that you go to the conference, you get this amount of cards, you go to your hotel room and you don't even remember who was before that you talked 2 hours ago.
Yeah, true.
And until you go back to your office, you have a huge list of people that you don't remember. And, you know, I remember that when I was going to the conferences, I was spending hours after the conference in my room to take notes and refresh my thing and send emails that moment, which was very time consuming. So the point is that we wanted to create something that it will be valuable for all the exhibitors. It should be in a normal price that can give the opportunity to the teams that they are coming there to success with their ROIs and their new leads. And plus, we wanted to bring some refreshment in these things. So all these things, they made us want to do it. And Icon is something total different, and you need to experience it. You need to come in Cyprus and go to the conference to really experience what is happening, to understand. I think there is no marketing material that can describe that feeling. You need to live it. Otherwise, you cannot understand the difference.
Yeah, I agree. Actually, that's so cool. So you were visiting many, many conferences and you realized that I was liking this, and you decided to start hosting your own conference, right, with your personal touch. As I mentioned, you already organized 2 conferences here in Cyprus, right? How did they go? Tell us. And the third one, what should we expect at your third conference?
They went really bad. Nobody appeared, nobody showed up. So the first year, thank for everyone who participated the first year, it was, they show trust on us, all our network and partners. So the first year, and anyway, the City of Dreams as well had some limitations because the hotel was not fully operational. So had a limitation of the amount of people we could use, the areas that we could use from the hotel, the rooms. It was a great success, and everyone felt that personal touch that we put there. And then word of mouth worked on its own. So the second show, we doubled in numbers. In the second show, we could utilize all areas. And Icon is not only about the exhibition, we organize also the events around. So our goal on the second year that I was saying to the team was to keep the quality high. We are expecting double the size. We need to maintain the quality high. And this is what we achieved. That was the biggest challenge, and this is what we managed to achieve. So suddenly, all these people on the second year, they were spreading the word even faster. So I feel like, and that's why we're saying trending is not trending because it's trending because this guy goes there, so it's a trending. It's trending because people love it. So it's like a snowball effect that is getting bigger and bigger and bigger very fast. And we're trying to control it, and we're trying to maintain it on the level we want. We have big dreams for Icon. And yeah, so we're expecting the third show to be also successful. We're expecting also to double again in size. There are a lot of surprises that we're preparing, but you will experience it as well in May.
Am I invited?
Of course, you're invited.
Perfect. Thank you so much. What verticals are we going to see there?
Always dating and adult vertical will be the strongest because we are in this industry as well. So definitely dating and adult and all the niches around dating and adult, which means that in terms of products, but at the same time, you have all the traffic sources, which means ad networks, TrafficStars, for example, media buyers, affiliates, review sites, people that they are doing Google, Facebook, tracking platforms, fraud detection platforms. So anything that supports around this industry, everyone will be there. And then the second biggest vertical that we see that is growing is iGaming. I think there are many reasons behind that. They don't show up with their mega booths that you see in other conferences. They show up more like attendees. And I think because they are still exploring to understand Icon. But based on our numbers, when we check the data and we see that iGaming is our second biggest vertical, there are 2-3 reasons. First of all, of course, here in Cyprus, there are a lot of online casino and betting mega companies with huge forces of teams and people. So definitely this helps 100%. But at the same time, I think we're targeting the same users. The same user that is in adult, the same user is in the dating, the same user feels like he can do crypto and he can invest on gold or on Forex. And then it's the same guy that plays his casino to entertain himself. So we see that there is a connection on the users that we're targeting. And then iGaming has the same restrictions like dating and adult. For example, you cannot advertise on Facebook and social. You need to do black hat. Google has restrictions there like we have. So I think we face the same because we are categorized as high risk industries. We are categorized under the same umbrella. We have the same challenges. And then we have the same opportunities as well. So let's say one media buyer that is doing, let's say, dating, and he's buying traffic for dating, he can easily try and buy traffic for iGaming. You already see it from TrafficStars that the iGaming vertical grow. That's the main reason. We also do our test in our members area traffic on the dating sites, and we send traffic to casino offers, and it works pretty nice. And also there is no competition between those two verticals because, first of all, it's two different types of product. User takes two different experiences. And at the same time, iGaming is working mainly with revenue share and CPA. We are working mainly on single opt-in and double opt-in. So one affiliate, if he buys traffic, let's say Black Hat on Facebook for dating, he can do it for iGaming as well without any conflict between the two verticals. So we see that iGaming start realizing, and of course, iGaming vertical, they're always looking for new sources. They're always looking for the users and the traffic. So I think those two industries are coming closer and closer together. And Icon is one reason as well that is happening because we believe on this. We were the first that we wanted to connect those two industries. And you see it every year that is growing and the connection becomes bigger. So I'm expecting that iGaming will continue to be the second strongest vertical, but I believe that every year the attendees will be growing and will create more interest for the iGaming.
So for now, your goal is to gather, a lot of different verticals, like to meet more and more companies.
We say openly that Icon is for online high-risk industries. So let's say if you are e-commerce, don't come to us. I mean, if you are in a high-risk industry, come to us. If it's sweeps, if it's lead generation, etc. But if you are doing more like, there are other conferences to, if you want to do drop shipping, etc. It's other conferences. For us, it's mainly high risk.
I see. What are your long-term goals for Icon Conference?
I think I cannot really say that we have a set long-term goal because we want to ride the wave with our partners, which our partners is all our sponsors and exhibitors. And we want to guide ourselves based on their feedback and what are their goals and what they are looking for. So I cannot really tell you what is my goal in 5 years. Of course, I can tell you, yes, we want to see Icon growing. We have the potential in the existing venue, City of Dreams that we are, which we have a really good relation to expand it in many ways and in a massive volume, which we will do. That's definitely one goal that we want to achieve in the next years. We definitely want to take Icon to a winter version as well. So we want to make a second show as well at some point, which requires a lot of work and effort. So definitely these for me are simple, logical goals that any entrepreneur will set for the team and for something that is very successful. But the details to go there, you need to find them with your partners and with your exhibitors and with your sponsors. So, and this is what I spend most of my time. I have meetings with them, with other C-levels and owners, and I try to understand. They trust me, I trust them. So they share with me their goals of their company. They share with me their vision, and we sit together and we see, okay, how can Icon help you somehow achieve these goals? Not maybe this year, but let's say we set a plan. How can you use Icon as a vehicle to achieve those goals? And I think this is a very nice way of doing. So long term, of course, we want to see Icon succeeding and growing and do another show, etc. But how and when and the details, it relies on the people around us. I don't know if it makes sense, but
yeah, of course, why not? But we can say that you're the only one who organized such conferences here in Cyprus, right?
Yes.
How do you feel about that?
Not the only one. I can say that in Cyprus, it's a big hub. As I mentioned before, there are many companies based in Cyprus, in all cities. Larnaca, Paphos, Limassol, Nicosia, it's everywhere. Israel is next to us. That Tel Aviv was always a big hub. Then the Russian-speaking community, Ukrainians and Russians are many. A lot of them, they moved to Cyprus and they are based here. So definitely Cyprus, we can say it's a technological hub. That's for sure, 100%. And I believe that this can grow even more. And this technology brought a lot of improvement in the quality of life of people here in Cyprus. I mean, with work, with better salaries, with more knowledge, etc. Of course, unfortunately, as a country, we cannot really control this immense growth, which means you get a lot of, let's say, traffic jams. It's hard to find an apartment to stay. Everything, the prices skyrocket. If you have kids, you cannot find a private school to take the kids. So this growth brings some problems as well that we are raising to the officials and to the government, because we want to see Cyprus growing even more. Now about the affiliation and the industry, there are a lot of happenings. I mean, many conferences, they are doing small events, gatherings. Let's say Sigma does gatherings here in Cyprus. Tech Island is doing also multiple events here. We do a lot of small events. So you can see that there is a lot of gatherings and happenings, which is really good for all of us. And I believe this will continue growing. Also, Propelleras as well, they are doing hackathon. So there are a lot of initiatives from many companies to do this. And I see that, and it's very nice to see this, that is growing. And of course, Icon is a big part of this, and we want to continue doing this. We believe that, and also I'm Cypriot, I'm Greek Cypriot, and I want to see our country thriving. I want to see us succeeding more things. And yeah, this is our home. This is where we are going to live in the next years. So we want to see it happening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you mentioned that a lot of companies relocated to Cyprus from different countries, right? But still, I think that we do not have a lot of conferences going on here in Cyprus.
One big problem is the infrastructure. So mega conferences is not easy to come to Cyprus because you don't have enough hotels, you don't have enough space, the logistics are difficult. So it's not really easy to do a conference at that scale. For us, it's Icon because it's our homeland. It's easier, let's say. But for other conferences, it's difficult. Also, new conferences to appear, it's also super difficult. It's another level of difficulty because the barriers are really high. You need huge budgets, you need huge investment, which has a huge risk. And at the same, doesn't mean that, let's say, you wake up tomorrow and say, I'm going to do a new conference for, I don't know, iGaming, or it doesn't happen like that, because the exhibitors and the sponsors, they will not just follow whatever they see. And you need to be involved. You need to have something to offer in the industry. So the barriers to create new conferences in terms of budget are really huge. In terms of risk, super high risk. In terms of attracting the right people, super difficult. It's not easy. So on the one hand, you have the well-established conferences that maybe it doesn't make sense for them to come to Cyprus. Doesn't make sense. There are other locations in around the world. And then if you have new conferences, it's not easy to enter this market. And it's highly competitive as well, and it's not easy. But that's good for us as well, for Icon, because we managed to do it, and it's our homeland, and we are very happy about it. But of course, we support all conferences and all events. You will see our team members going everywhere and supporting everywhere, and we have good relation with other conferences, and we share ideas, and we see how things are evolving. So yeah, what I wanted to say about the challenges as well, it's another thing is that if you are in this industry, you know that you need to work hard all year long to do one show. I mean, all year, every single day. If you really want to do it right, and you need to check the quality of the food, the drinks, what you are going to offer, how the registration will do, the events around it, the exhibition, who will build the booth, in what quality. There is a team in our team that is sitting there, and many times exhibitors, they send their creatives and they have spelling mistakes, they send wrong designs, and where there is a team of designers sitting there and content writers and fixing it. We give it back to them and we say them, hey, you did these mistakes, do you want to fix this? This is our suggestion. This personal touch, it takes a lot of time and hours. So to have one show, it requires in workforce and in time and in effort, unlimited time, unlimited.
So much time just to organize one conference.
Yes. I don't sleep in the nights.
I believe you, yeah. How would you say, what is the most difficult about organizing the conference?
Yeah, I think I had this from when I was a child. I could visualize in my head everything. So you can take me to an empty space, and with my fantasy, I can visualize each and every detail. I never search for it, what is it? But somehow I can have this natural gift from the God that I can visualize and vision as well of how things can be done. I mean, even where the people will work, the walkthroughs, everything. So this is one, it's natural for me. So I guess it's very difficult for the people that they are outside of the industry to do this. So and for many people, but I'm lucky enough that I have this in my head and in the fantasy. So this is one, is to visualize it and dream it and see it and be able to do the fixes before it even happens. So we don't need the conference to happen and see all the mistakes and problems, because I can already predict, let's say, 90% of the problems. So that's one. The second is that the second biggest challenge, I think, is that you need to meet the expectations of every person. So they are coming from all around the world, different cultures, different levels of people. I mean, in their position, in their companies. Some are just visiting first time, some their experience. Thank God, majority of our attendees are C-levels and top management, and they have very specific things what they want. And then you need to try to accommodate all their needs and all their requests. That moment, even that during the show, you need to find the time and the solution to accommodate their needs. So this is the other challenge, that you talk with so many companies and you need to deliver 100% to them. So they can put you 5 stars.
You mentioned different expectations, like from different companies coming from different countries. Can you give me an example, like of this difference?
Vertical wise or country wise?
Country wise.
Okay. The Dutch, which I love them, they love also the events. So they are really cool with their booth. They know that they bring positive vibe. They're really cool with their booth, but they're also networking a lot at the events, and they want to party and celebrate life. And especially with our weather here in Cyprus, they're in love. So the Dutch are really, really cool people. Then you see other companies that if they are more tech savvy, like let's say cybersecurity or fraud, or they are more focused on, okay, what I will get, how I will get it. Can you give me some contacts? They are more nervous. They are not so cool. So every vertical and every country and every person is different. But what we do, the magic that we do, is that from the moment that they book with us, even if you're an attendee or exhibitor, we start communication with them. So we already resolve a lot of their expectations and issues that might appear. But you see many things, it's yeah. They were. I remember that the last show we started every end of the show we make the music up, the volume up, and we start celebrating and partying. We started it a bit earlier this the last show, and I remember one exhibitor was asking us, "Hey guys, can you lower a bit the volume? We're still in meetings." And we're, "Oh yeah, let's." Don't worry, come here to party with us. So it was, different. And then there were another 200 people that celebrating with us this. So yeah, every company, which by the way, I love the professionalism and I take their feedback seriously, and we will try this year not to party earlier than what is expected, But yeah, it's you see different reactions, but all of them are in good intention because they want to succeed in the conference. They want to get the most out of it. But yeah, and the overall, I think everyone is coming with a really cool vibe to Icon. They are very positive and they're very good vibes.
Yeah, of course, especially in Cyprus.
Yeah, with the sun. I mean,
How can you come to Cyprus with bad vibes?
Drink kiosks, the sun, have some meetings.
Yeah. When I first came to Cyprus, my first step, I'm stepping out of the plane, I instantly felt this vibe, this island vibe, honestly. It's incredible. So, yeah. So how do you see the affiliate world development?
I can say 10 years ago, it was like a wild, wide west. It's not anymore. Advertisers as well take responsibility for actions of the affiliates. So let's say if one affiliate is spamming with emails, the advertiser as well is responsible. So the advertisers now put a lot of pressure on the affiliates as well. And of course, we sign contracts, etc. But I think it becomes more strict, more professional, more tech savvy. And we're looking forward how the future will be. Always something new appears, new ways, and everyone is adapting. What I can say you in my 15 years of experience that every now and then there are some big challenges, and then after that there are some nice growth. So yeah, same happens with the affiliate industry as well. How to say, I don't see a lot of new generation of affiliates. When we're talking about our verticals, of course, it was more a bit underground, was cool. You could create your own website, and then with SEO, organic traffic from Google, now that is very difficult. So in the past, it was more, cool, etc. The new people now, they are more into the influencer marketing. They are more into other type of online business. So I think that we need, as industry and as conferences as well, to promote this even more, to make people understand what is affiliation, how does it work. Go a bit back to the basics, so you can train and generate new wave of affiliates. And I think that's a very strategic point that we should, all of us, look at.
Okay, and finally, looking ahead, how do you see 2025 for Nexi Group and Island Conference?
Okay, yeah, we're pretty excited. We did our vision meeting with all the managers, and actually 2 days ago, we presented it to the team as well. There are so many points we can do and so many tasks and things we want to improve on our existing product. In terms of icon, I think I already covered how we look things. But in terms of the dating, which is our second pillar, we are into some technological breakthroughs that we want to do to make our product better. We want to adapt a bit more with the AI to understand utilizing it even more in our product. And we're also creating a brand new dating product that we had this idea. And I think it's the year that we are going to launch it. I'm expecting it to go live in Q3 in 2025. We'll have another product in our portfolio, which means another opportunity for affiliates to retest, try it, and generate some business with a new dating product, which I believe it will be really, really successful. Actually, we are taking all the success stories that we had in the past and all the failures, and we are trying to create a new version of it. So we always do that every couple of years. You evolve and you learn new things and you do things differently. And every time you need to create a new version of yourself. This is personal as well. On a personal life, we need to create, we need to level up and become better people. The same goes with the business as well. If you want to evolve and grow, you need to always adjust and become a better version of who you are. So we are trying with our dating products as well to create the newest version that will bring more success, hopefully, to us.
That's such a good news that you're launching a new product very soon. Yeah, I'm very excited for it, honestly.
You can send us some free traffic if you want on a revenue share basis to try it out.
Charis, thank you so much for coming to our first interview. It was really, really nice talking to you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the gift and for sharing your journey in affiliate marketing in data and vertical. I'm sure that our followers will find that super, super useful.
Thank you for the invitation. I mean, I really appreciate it. I'm always happy to participate and share some of my knowledge. I hope it was not boring, everyone, and that you enjoy the conversation. And I wish you good luck with the channel. And I'm sure that you'll have a lot of important and really good people in our industry that they can add a lot of value. And what we said before, that let's make it more for the people to understand our industry, and then this will create new people trying our as affiliates or trying our products and industry. I think this is another way and another channel to create awareness and bring people together.